Alright, today we're removing and replacing the power steering rack for the second time. And this time we didn't even do anything. I didn't even wreck. What gives? But we already jacked it up, took the K-member, or cross member, K-frame, subframe brace, whatever you want to call it. We already took that off. You need a 14 millimeter to remove 8 of those, and a 21 millimeter socket to remove 2 of those. So we already got that down. Next is to drain it out and start removing the old one.
Drip and drift.
So here's where it's leaking from. We have a puddle that we cleaned up yesterday when we jacked it up, and still got a puddle. But to drain it all out, we're gonna remove these two. We're gonna need a 14 for this bottom one here, and then a 17 for the top one. It's gonna be a pain. It's so slow to turn it little by little. I'm trying to get the bottom one out first. I found a rhythm. Don't know if it's out yet or not. Oh, there we go. Now it's out. Now for the 17 for the top one. I already broke it a little loose, but once again, not much room to get in here. I get it with my fingers. Oh yeah, get it with my fingers. There we go. There we go. Let it drain. Let it drain. While that's draining, I'm gonna work on removing the tie rods here. I'm gonna remove them from the outer tie rod since the new one came with them and it has the boot. I was planning on just removing it from here, but in order to put the boot on, I'll still have to undo that. So we're just gonna remove them. Here's the rack spacer. I hear that's what puts a lot of pressure on the steering rack. So that could be a reason why it's leaking. Also, since I cut the boot to fit the rack spacer, dirt gets in there. That could be another reason why it's leaking. So we're just gonna go back to stock and start removing the inner tie rod here. So we need a 13 millimeter for that and a 22 for this nut as well as that. But this is the GK Tech kit, so I don't know if the stock one is the same, but we shall see. Put on some fresh new inner tie rods. Well, I guess I did have to replace some when I wrecked years ago, but it has been a while. Ow. How do we do this to ourselves? Oh yeah, drifting's fun. This ain't even that bad. I haven't hurt myself really, even though I just said ow. I haven't hurt myself. I'm chilling. We ain't gonna do this all day. Well, we ain't gonna replace it all today, I guess. Oh man. And to think we were close before. There we go. Alright. Now for the other one. So we're gonna need some pliers for that connector. And the last thing will be the little connector for the steering column to the steering rack, which is a 12 millimeter. And then we can unbolt it. So we got 2 bolts on the driver's side, one on top and one on bottom, that are 17 millimeter, and then 2 on the passenger side that are 14 millimeter. And taking those 4 off, it should drop out. Alright, this is gonna be a doozy. Let's see if the top one is just as tough. I guess I could get a bigger wrench, but we're already down here. Oh, all right. Top one got loose. Oh, it's turning. All right. It's broke loose, yes. All right. What do we need next? The 14s for this side, that's what we need next. All right. All 4 bolts are broke loose. Now we need to drop this. Ow. Ugh. No room in here. I guess a ratchet gun would have been easier. I like the tactile feeling of ratchets, wrenches. Alright. We are loose. I don't want it to fall when I'm trying to take that little adapter. Not adapter, what is that? It's like an elbow that connects the shaft to the rack. I'm just gonna lay here a while. Camera's flashing low battery at me, so let's try to drop this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's caught on something. Caught on something. All right. Oh yeah. And the old one is out. Time for our freshie. Day 2, putting the new one in. Oh shit. Should be fairly easy, I hope. There it is. This remanufactured one came with little caps on the hoses. I should have took those out before. But here we are. Oh, there goes one. Alright, so this one goes up here. Alright, so we just put the 2 hoses back on. We got these 4 bolts back in, the 2 17s and 2 14s on the passenger side, and then we hand tightened the little elbow connecting the column to the steering rack. We just need to tighten that, and it's easier to go from the side through the wheel well. Alright, it's tightening. We do got to put the tie rods back on, and then we can put the K-bar, cross member, subframe brace, whatever it is, back on. And that's how you replace your steering rack on your 350 ZHI. Oh God. Whew. And we still need to put that cross member back on. Actually, this one isn't too bad, but the bolts holding it in on the other side are really worn down, so we're gonna hold off on that, get some new bolts at Ace Hardware, and throw that back up another day. We're in no rush. We don't need to do it today. Did enough, put the new one back in. I still gotta get some fluid, put that in. We still gotta do the clutch slave, get new tires, and now an alignment for this new steering rack. So, all in all, one step closer to driving again. All right, y'all. I hope you learned something. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
I do what I want, kid. Do what I want, kid. Step up. I do what I want, kid. Do what I want, kid. Step up.
Drop for me, baby. Drop for me. She always rights the wrongs for me. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. Oh.